2020 is here, and that means a whole new batch of movies is on the way, so I'm going to run through my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year. What's up, Comic Book Nation? BD here for Comicbook.com, and I'm about to drop my list of most anticipated movies this year, so buckle up because that surely means the comment section is going to be lit. As you can see by the image behind me, the ladies are taking charge this year, but we're going to start with some honorable mentions like Fast 9, which might somehow expand the Fast and Furious universe even more, Kong vs. Godzilla, which has a few too many question marks surrounding it right now to make the top 10, The Many Saints of Newark, which is a Sopranos prequel starring The Walking Dead and Punisher's Jon Bernthal, and New Mutants, which had a really great trailer, but is inevitably the end of Fox's X-Men, which takes a bit of the buzz away. Also, Free Guy looks pretty good, but it didn't make the list. So, with that, let the fun begin. Number 10, Venom 2. The first Venom, well, we all know how that went, but we can all agree Tom Hardy was great, and he's back with the genius that is Andy Serkis stepping in to direct, which makes for some curious excitement on this one. Pair that with all of the rumors of Tom Holland appearing in it as Peter Parker, and this could end up being the most expansive entry to the live-action Spider-Verse franchise ever. Excelsior. Number 9, Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. It's about time we got DC's Girl Gang on screen, even if their title for the movie is way too long. There's a chance this movie really delivers, taking advantage of its R rating to allow more violence and language, which has already worked for Deadpool and Joker, but it takes more than just some crude jokes and blood spatter to make a good movie, so Birds of Prey also seems to be embracing Harley Quinn's cartoonish roots with things like throwing bombs out of car windows. Let's just hope those moments translate to live action. Number 8, 007, No Time to Die. It is great to have Daniel Craig back for at least one more James Bond outing, but the first trailer for this movie, it didn't do that much for me. We're going to have to want to see more, to want more in this case, but reteaming Daniel Craig with Ana de Armas after their golden chemistry in Knives Out is a recipe for success. Number 7, Tenet. We don't know too much about this one yet, aside from it's directed by Christopher Nolan and it has time travel, which for me is enough, and it should be for you too. Nolan's work on The Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar, and just about everything else he has ever done has earned him my trust, and this one is probably going to be one of those see it on the biggest, best screen you can type deals. The more we learn, the higher Tenet might climb in the rankings. For now, it's at number 7. Number 6, Top Gun Maverick. This one is going to pull on every string in our nostalgia cards, bringing back Tom Cruise as the renegade Navy airman, but he's all grown up now and the students need to learn his talents. It sounds like a fun flip for that character and looks like a beautiful re-entry to this franchise 34 years later. Plus, listen to the trailer and tell me the Top Gun theme song isn't immediately stuck in your head for the rest of the day. Good luck with that. Number 5, Onward. Pixar is also going to be pulling on strings of our heart, but the emotional ones, really hard, with this story of a couple kids reunited with their dad for only one day. It looks like a fun, wacky adventure in a world of magic, and it has the voices of Chris Pratt and Tom Holland front and center, so what more do you need? Grab the tissue box because Pixar is going to overflow their tear jar again. Number 4, Marvel's Eternals. This one is a mega mystery outside of its amazing cast and rich comic history. The movie is promised to shake up the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it, serving as a huge step forward for Phase 4 this November, rewriting MCU history from a different perspective with Jack Kirby's work plastered all over it. That style works really well for Thor Ragnarok, so no doubt it will probably work here too. Number 3, Wonder Woman 1984. Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot are back, and so is Steve Trevor somehow. If the first trailer for this movie didn't have groovy written all over it for you, then I think you just hate fun, and I'm sorry that you can't feel joy. The Mandalorian himself, Pedro Pascal, is checking in to play the villainous Max Lord, and the isolated DC Comics movies are getting another entry, which is great because with those, they have been on an absolute tear. Number 2, Black Widow. Marvel's first Phase 4 movie coming in May has a lot of weight on its shoulders and will probably either end the year towards the top of those best lists or not on it at all. This could be Scarlett Johansson's final Marvel outing, with some exciting newcomers like Florence Pugh and David Harbour being introduced, but there's also a sense of this movie expanding the MCU's future horizons despite being set in the past. We do love a big expanding universe. Number 1, my most anticipated movie of the year, A Quiet Place Part 2. A week ago, this movie might not have been in the top spot, but it dropped a trailer which reminded all of us how great that first movie was and showed off how fantastic this one might be. Plus, we're getting flashbacks to how this apocalypse began, which looks awesome, but that also means director John Krasinski might appear in the movie despite his character's fate in the first one. Take us to the Quiet Place promised land, Emily Blunt. This gonna be good. Which 2020 movie are you most excited for? Do you agree with my list, or is my opinion the absolute worst thing on the internet? Share your thoughts and let me catch those hands in the comments section, or send them my way on Instagram at BrandonDavisBD. And head over to Comicbook.com for more updates. I'm BD. I'll see you there.